All right.
Wait.
So I started recording. We can start this now.
Okay.
Beauty. This is FC1 preseason tier list with my co-host as Johnny.
Hello, everyone.
Actually, I have to stream this to you real quick.
Oh yeah, will be nice. So I can roast all the people.
Here we go. Here we go. So here's the tier list.
Let's
Let me
see.
zoom out to put it all in full frame.
Damn, that's a lot of people.
Yeah, this is like almost everybody who signed up. I think Nito's missing, but this is pretty much
Yeah,
everybody.
he is. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, speaking of the man.
Did he just come in?
Yeah, he did.
Oh my gosh, he literally heard us talk.
Hello.
Nito, we're making tier list video.
Welcome.
Oh,
Do you want to make it with us?
sure.
All right.
Nido?
So, yeah, I'm just recording it. I'm just going to post it as like an unlisted video and share it for people to go. We can discuss. All right. So, Fantasy made this tier list, and it has almost everybody who's currently signed up. I said it doesn't have you, Nito. It didn't include you. Big
I
rip.
said
Yeah,
no.
yeah.
Wait.
He messaged me if
You wanted to
to
be
include
included?
me or not. Yeah.
Gotcha,
And I
gotcha.
told I'm gonna drive FC2, so
Hey, that's fine. Put you down, FC2 driver. Just type in FC2 drivers plus Nito.
easy, easy.
There you go.
Easy.
All right. Oh no, it's spelled wrong. That's awkward. All right, now it's spelled right. Okay, so starting off, who do you think out of these people will actually? Maybe we'll go in reverse. That would be interesting.
Yeah,
So
because some people I don't know.
yes.
Or you do.
I think some
Maybe go
FC2
person by
drivers.
person.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Okay,
Going
we could
person
go.
by person is more organizable.
Okay. We'll start off with Rocket Race. Where's Rocket gonna go? This
So
is the
since he
question.
lost a bet
He
with
lost
Crispy,
the
so
bet.
he cannot
FC2
take it
driver.
he cannot take it serious, but I believe without grind he should be at least top 10. So I don't know if put
Probably.
it like
Think
6th to
top
10 or
10?
4th and 5th.
I was
He has
thinking
got
I
really
think
good-
even not taking it seriously, he could be.
Yeah.
He'll be
he could
podium
really high.
contender. I think this is honestly like
Yeah,
Yeah.
or one lower. I
a
don't know.
pretty safe. I think he'll get above this though. Like I think even
Yeah.
without practicing, he's probably
I'm
If
gonna
he
get
sure
really
around here.
tries.
Yeah, I'm sure
You
about
can't
top
try.
10.
If it doesn't like, fuck it.
Yeah, I'm gonna put him here for now, and we'll move him around if we say Rocket. He's able to grind like a really lot, but he also is an extremely talented racer. Like he drives very
Yeah.
well. Even in
Yeah.
time trialing, he'll like destroy my times very fast. And so like, I think especially getting him into like taking it not seriously, it'll act as like a new challenge for him, and he'll be able to really like try to get the fast times in practice by practicing less, which will actually require him to focus more and drive better. It's kind of what I've been trying to do as well. So moving up next to Blue Leader.
With
Blue
or
Leader.
without the pain? 'Cause
With
that-
we-
that-
with
that- with the pain.
we gotta
With?
try to like assume everybody. If we're assuming we're trying to make a predictions, like this is a predicted outcome of the end of the season, which is gonna be so inaccurate, honestly, because there's gonna be
Yeah.
so many things changing throughout the season, and there's probably people
Yeah.
not even here who are gonna end up like in top 10.
Yeah, but so far in the beginning, I think putting
Yeah.
Blue Leader in 11 to 15 is actually
You
good.
think actually fine?
Yeah.
I think.
I don't think he has affinity for more.
Hmm.
Especially with his recent displays taking into account, I don't think he has affinity for top 10 competing, especially in this environment where top 10 is insanely competitive and
I was
insanely
gonna say.
talented.
One advantage that Blue Leader has is he shows up to like almost every single race. So like he
Ooh,
showed
yes.
up. He was the last year he showed up to like, I think he showed up to every. He missed 4 races, I think. So he showed up.
That's
No, wait.
dedication.
Yeah, no, he showed up to 18 races, I believe. So he only missed 4
Um,
races. And the way the old FC1 scoring worked, he only scored 26 points throughout the last season, which was kind of unfortunate.
Yeah.
But if he showed up to that many races this year, like I honestly think just his consistency in showing up, he could end up being maybe top 10. I think he's like
But
either
chance-
low 10, he's riding the line of
Yeah.
breaking into top 10. I think I
But
guess we can
chance,
put him
think,
here.
but right now I'm going purely based on like skill and like the comparing him to other drivers right now, and not taking into account like
Mhm.
showing up and you know, bonus points for coming.
Sure, sure.
Effort points.
I think
Yeah.
we could see Blue break into the top 10 this season. It's possible.
It's possible,
Mhm.
but yeah.
Definitely, but well,
It kind of depends on how the Grease 80s team also shakes down as well.
Mhm.
That's going to be a big thing. Zervius, I think Zervius actually might drive a lot for Scuderia this season, depending on if they start picking up drivers or not. Assuming that stuff is going to change and we're going to get more people and it's going to get more competitive, I'd say Zervius may be down here, possibly. FC1 appearances.
I don't know. Haven't seen him much drive lately. To be
Yeah.
honest.
Well, I mean, last year he was like on Crispy's team. He was on Bob's, and the one thing Crispy said was that he like just was kind of absent a lot of the time, and so that would be a big bummer if that was to repeat this year for his score.
And considering the team he's in, the team is also like really
Yeah.
competitive in terms of drivers inside the team.
Mm-hmm.
So we could see Zervius like knocked out a few times
Yeah.
in just in qualifying from his team.
Yeah.
But all depends on Chris what he will decide.
Sure. Who this?
No clue.
I don't know who this is.
I have no clue.
We gotta look through here.
But do you see skins there?
No, you don't, but I might be able to recognize it. So it's not Zender, it's not Alto.
We can skip them for now and then come back later to those. Who
Well, we'll try to like figure out who that is by the end.
Yeah.
Don't really recognize that. Comfy is
Ooh.
over here. We might as well pop this up. Comfy's over here. He's racing for McClarkson. I think we could see. I really think we could see Comfy. Like, I think he's the same thing with Blue, except he's on like riding the line a tier lower. I think if Comfy
Yeah.
like consistently shows up and practices and races
He's
good.
new. I don't know.
New.
It
Well,
really
he was
depends
he was here
on
last
how
season.
much he practices.
Yeah, he was there last
End
season,
of
but
last season.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I've talked with him a little bit, and I think he's a little bit underconfident in himself. Personally, when I have talked to him, like he doesn't see the potential that he has.
Yeah.
But I mean, I've seen him do, like last season especially. I saw him like growing a little bit and doing good. Hopefully he'll get motivated being on McClarkson.
Yeah, he's doing really well when he puts his mind to it.
Yes.
But once he gets tilted, like mostly like he has the skill
Yes.
to be top 15, but his mindset is the big issue. And if we work on that, we can get him like high up.
I'd say he's riding this line. I'd say currently I'm gonna put him in this one though.
Yeah.
Two buddies, Greg and Frank, right here.
All of the McClarkson drivers.
All of the McClarkson drivers. You know, actually, I've seen these two. These two have come into the community. I can't remember, like late November or like
Yeah.
after last season, I think, or something. They're
Ending
like
last-
pretty darn
ending
new.
last year.
Yeah, they're pretty darn new, but they're pretty tight together, and they have actually kind of impressed me pretty much throughout BRWC and
They're slowly
blind
but
attack
surely
and shot stuff. I could honestly see both of them breaking up into around Blues area
Probably.
pretty quickly. I could see
think
both of them.
all
up
of them
there.
will fight like between Comfy, Meatbag, and Greg. I
Mhm.
think they will all fight for that like top 15 spots.
Yep.
And I see their teamwork there. I can
think
see
so.
the teamwork flourish.
I could see these three like actually thriving on the team that they're on right now.
Yeah.
That'd be good. Oh, this guy, so good.
Mr. Soda himself.
Driver champion contender, no doubt in that.
Yeah, FC2 driver.
Yeah,
FC2
probably.
driver.
Yeah,
Yeah, we'll
put
just
it
leave him
down
down
there.
there. All right, next. Soda is obviously absolutely a contender. Like if he
Yeah.
shows up for every race, he will podium, Even if he
doesn't get lag and doesn't get mom, it's dinner and stuff.
Exactly. That's the issue that I think might actually, it's unfortunate. We added mulligans this season to try to correct that, so it doesn't matter if that happens.
But let's
the
be
3
fair
times.
to Blue then as well and rate Soda purely on skill, and either like count in participation for Blue or not count participation at all.
Then he's championship.
If he shows up for every race, I think he'll probably win.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's take into consideration that everybody shows up for every race in this prediction. Going purely based on skill.
Okay. Well, that's not kind of how we rated Rocket, though.
Well, he cannot take it seriously. That we need to take into account that he literally cannot take it seriously, or he violates the bet.
Okay.
If Crispy decides to be a kind soul on him and lifts the bet, Rocket is up there with Soda.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
But if Crispy keeps the bet, like the wager going, then Rocket cannot be the driver's champion. I don't think he has enough natural skill to do it. With the grind, he's definitely one of the top. But I don't know if without that grind he is.
Mm-hmm. I don't know. Yeah. We'll see. I think he might actually be podium contender even without the grind.
Yeah.
So going on to Captain Noah. Noah is actually very consistent. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh yeah.
Driving with him.
He's probably one of the most consistent out there.
I think he's very consistent. He can go kind of anywheres in this upper range. I would probably put him absolutely top 10. Just because, anticipating some of these drivers coming up.
Maybe
we'll move him if we think we need to, but Noah's super consistent. He consistently places back of the front pack, which is not bad. He's always fighting for he's always fighting up towards the front, which is very good. And
Noah is amazing.
He'll be a really good on his team, the Pitbull and whatnot. This team is gonna be really hard actually to beat. Yeah, they are really stacked. All 3 of these, you got the probably champion contender and then 2 back of the front pack runners. That's going to be super strong for their team. I think they could depending on how their team shakes out, they could run away with the championship pretty quickly. But we'll see how it is. Speaking of which, fantasy. Fantasy's pretty interesting. I'd say he's also definitely a top 10 at least driver.
He's
I believe he has potential for more, but his huge problem is exactly what is Noah's strength, and that is consistency.
Okay.
Fantasy, I know from off season, if he gets one mistake, it's possible that he will get another in. But if basically it comes down to the point of if he makes a mistake.
Yeah.
If he does, it's probably gonna crumble him, and he's gonna have a hard time to recover. But going by his skill, he's amazing. He's also up top with Soda and Rocket.
Yeah, really, he's all the way up here. It's
If
tough.
If he gets practice in, he would be a really fucking crack.
I'm sure he definitely would. Dang, it's gonna start getting hard when we start filling up these upper tiers. We might have to start moving people around because now we have Renokas.
Oh god, the content man himself.
The famous guy.
I'm gonna be honest.
Let's take into consideration that he's developing his own league right now, and probably doesn't. I know he does want the best results for McClurkin, but I don't think he will spend hours and hours grinding the track for it. Considering that he has other major stuff to do.
True. I don't know. I've seen him put in some pretty impressive times, like on Bahrain, for instance. I think he's got already over 100 runs, which is crazy.
That's a lot.
I think he's going for it. Like I think even like between today and yesterday, he put in like 80, 90 runs. He was in a call with like Makuzen, and they were going for a long time. I personally think Renault might actually be taking FC1 pretty darn seriously, and I could see like
I could see fourth and fifth.
it's tough. I could see him putting in this area probably if he's not up in this area. It's gonna be tough. I kind of want to put him fourth. I kind of want to put him fourth, yeah.
If he takes it seriously, definitely top 5. He has the intelligence, he has the skill, and it's amazing to see him race. While he races, the decision making is, in most times, absolutely magnificent, and he's definitely top 5 contender. It really depends on how much he needs to focus on school and blind attack development.
Yes, but we're doing skill.
The skill definitely.
Then we come up to Crucero. That's tough. I think Crucero could be top 3. Not gonna lie, based on the stuff.
Purely by skill, yeah.
Purely by skill, I think
good.
He's way up here. I've seen Crucero absolutely knock races out of the park when he's able to.
Yeah.
You know.
Purely by skill. And so if Crucero was a bit closer to us, like Europe or North America, he would pop off as one of the best drivers we know.
Yes.
But he's limited. He's really one of those unlucky guys that are limited by something that he cannot control.
Yes, we'll have to see how the season shakes down for him. I hope it ends up working for him, because I would like to see him succeed. He's crazy. Crafties.
Oh god.
Not seen. I don't know. Based on the blind attack race that just happened, like Crafty's actually genuinely did really good in that race.
He's adaptable. Yeah, I'll give him that.
I wonder if that's because of him and Toki just cheesing the hell out of that track or not. It probably a significant amount has to do with that. I would wonder how he would perform in the open circuit with normal races. If he shows up for every race and he practices, I could see him possibly placing here, below blue. Maybe isn't that even too high? Do we have to knock these guys down to make room?
Oh god.
I know, it's gonna be it's start getting tough.
It's getting tight.
That's a tough thing about this. Okay, put one person in this tier, 2 people in this tier, two more, 5 more. That's really hard to make those calls. What do you think about this though?
About Kratos in top 15, possible, but we haven't seen him circuit race really often.
True.
I don't think I personally never seen him. I think race a circuit race.
Yeah.
That is not blind attack.
Yeah. Maybe he'd be down here. Underestimate him a little bit. We'll give him something to fight for. We're gonna make him look like crap. All right.
Yeah.
Also depends on how his team shakes out too, because if Pig shows up, he's not gonna race.
Oh yeah.
Sorry, sorry, Crafties, but that's just the way she's gonna go.
That's the truth.
Mariana, based on skill alone, could probably be. I know, based on skill alone, could probably be up here. If we have to take teams into account, though, she's probably gonna end up somewhere down near Crafties.
Yeah, same as Crafties and Comfy.
Yeah,
probably.
I think that's probably fair. Ish. Maybe underestimating her a little bit. We'll see how it goes. Ultra is Oh, it's tough. I would say Ultra might actually end up fighting. If he shows up for a lot of the races and he practices, I could see Ultra getting fighting for, top 10, possibly
Mm.
being there. What team is Ultra on?
So Ultra is a hidden gem. Like he is really good in BWC. We've seen him in League A,
Mm.
like
Yeah.
doing some magical stuff against really skilled opponents. And I believe he can be higher than that. I believe he
Really?
can fight for the top 10.
Even in top
He
10?
is good in BWC, but
I really believe he can fight up there.
I
would you
know.
compare like the component of the opponents of BRWC to FC1?
Well, in BWC League A, there is
Yeah,
like
okay.
50%
There's a lot of
of the
people.
opponents.
Yeah, I
true.
mean, Ultra is definitely like high. So yeah, I feel like the few times I've seen Ultra, they've impressed me. They
yeah.
have absolutely
True,
impressed
true.
me.
Ultra is really a hidden gem.
Yeah, I can't wait to see how that shakes down. Especially being on Alpha Pop right now, they're competing against Evil and Ozone and Laser. We'll see how Ultra fares up. I mean, I kind of
Yeah,
say
he's also in
competing
a
for a spot. So
Yeah, he's also in a competitive team,
Mhm.
and he's not guaranteed an FC1 slot every race. He will need to
no.
pull through, grind, and we'll see where the grind
I
goes.
mean, we'll see if some of these people end up, saying, okay, like, I like being on this team, but I want to race more. They might switch teams just to be
Yep,
on a less
yep,
competitive
yep.
team, too.
Oh, yeah.
I'll be interested to see how that shakes out, because we're basing this on skill alone, but a lot of the actual, positions are going to depend on who races on what team, especially for these,
Oh, yeah.
mid to back runners who might not
Yeah,
be guaranteed. That's going to depend.
Like,
they
there's a
show
lot
up.
more factors that we aren't taking into account right now.
Yeah.
So,
All right.
but yeah.
Who dis? Sorry, I don't know who
No
that
clue.
is either.
Literally no clue.
Let's
Oh,
skip-
that
let's
might
skip
be
to the ones
Rogue.
that we know.
That could be Rogue.
Rogue?
Oh, this could also be Rogue. I'll look him up afterward.
Let's skip. Yeah, is this Walter?
This is Walter. He put a redstone
Yeah.
thing over his face.
I mean, do we need to
Walter,
say
we gotta
anything?
move. We gotta
He's
switch
the
these guys out.
He's the absolute defending champion.
pinnacle of
Like,
boat racing.
You cannot pass Volta if you're behind him. Like, if Volta
He's the
gets
Checo.
P1 in qualifying, he's unstoppable. He will win every race possible.
Oh my god!
I think this is fair.
Holy moly!
That's a fair
Honestly,
assumption. Yeah.
one thing that I've been super impressed about Walter is how consistent he's been in the community. Like how many times he just shows up to race. Like that
Yeah.
genuinely impresses me.
Man's determined.
I know, and that
He's,
I'm
he's
Maybe
not
you can get
necessarily
some good
the
spots.
best. He's not necessarily one of the best, but
sure
he-
we'll may move him down to second place. I'm
Yeah.
kidding.
He's not the best, but he gets close.
But yeah, I mean, I would expect most racers like Walter to just get bored and possibly leave. But this man, he shows up. He shows up,
Oh, yeah.
and he is a character in the community.
He could be one of those that is gonna switch teams because of memeing and trying to race as well.
Yes, certainly. If we're being honest, though, I think he's a solid FC2 driver as of current. If we see him
Yeah.
improve and switch and get into the right position on the correct team and pop off one race, he could move up to this tier. But I think genuinely he's down here.
It's a bit sad because if you I've seen his gameplay. He hasn't the best frame rates to stably play.
not. which
He
is
got,
which is a
2
factor.
chunks. Yeah.
I'll be happy to see what he does around the season,
Yeah.
though. I'll be excited to see him. Skip Snuff. I think Skip
Skippy.
Snuff is probably also down in this tier.
Yeah, but I believe more than Volta. Yeah.
I think I haven't seen
I
Skip
think that's a
Snuff. Yeah, I haven't seen them race too much, but
Me neither.
based on the couple times I have seen them around, I think they're probably down here. Probably have fun though this season and see what's up. Hopefully
Yeah.
they'll work and improve. And I know they're getting a new. I know they also said they had a bad laptop, and I actually was looking around with them getting new laptops and whatnot. So we'll see if they get a better computer. It possibly could affect their racing.
Maybe.
But yeah, we'll see. JP.
The new FC1, no, FC1, off-season driver.
Yes.
JP, if he grinds, and so is he on the team with Soda right now? If he's on a team
He's
with
not.
Soda,
He's actually on
surprising.
Scuderia Enzo. So I could see
Actually
JP
surprising.
actually racing consistently for that team.
yeah, absolutely. He's absolutely gonna race every race if he shows up.
I think like
But,
I don't know. I think
I'm
when-
surprised that he's not in a combo with Soda, as Soda has been teaching him and
Yes.
helping him grind when he was for off-season.
I guess because he
So-
saw this team and was like, hell nah. Like, he saw,
I mean,
think
that's fair.
I think he actually genuinely like looked and said like, I think I can race on this team because he wants to race in FC1.
Purely on
Which is
skill,
good.
yeah, 11th.
I think
If he grinds, he can push into top 10.
maybe.
But purely on skill, he's there.
Yeah, I'd say he's solidly like right here. He'd be fighting for top 10 as well.
Yeah.
Contender. Zekro is very interesting because at the end of last season, like holy crap, he was popping off. He was doing really
he
good.
got 2 podiums like in 3 or 4 races.
Yes, and he's
like,
fallen off over the winter break.
He's also in a team which is stacked
Super
as
competitive, yeah.
fuck.
Yeah,
Lab,
so I mean...
yourself, Rocket, Blue, Crispy, J Moody.
Ooh, he's
Like,
gonna
the
have
team-
some people, serious people to get through.
Yeah,
we'll
like,
see.
so don't get me wrong, I don't see Grisadis having the same lineup
No.
at the end of the season.
Being the Crusaders captain, I honestly don't see and don't blame people for
Yeah.
jumping ship.
Because that team,
Yeah.
like Jesus Christ, there's 6 drivers. Let's disregard the memer that is Delta. But
Yes.
The other 6 drivers in your team, Jesus Christ, everybody can get that spot.
Yes, exactly. Like
They
everyone,
just try.
everyone could genuinely make it into FC1 on the correct team. So we'll see who decides to stick with Greasy and who decides to leave. Like I said, I'm gonna tell them like it's nothing personal. I'm gonna choose the people who are gonna make Crusaders the most competitive. And if you want to leave to try to race in FC1, I get that. I understand. So we'll see if Zekro sticks with the Crusaders team or he leaves. Totally up to him. In terms of skill, though,
He's a hard man to rate in
he's
terms of skill.
really
'Cause he's
difficult.
Inconsistent.
Yeah, I've
because like
seen so many
he
results.
has absolutely popped off in the past and has not put a result, but he's still like he's kind of scary though. I almost think it's partially because of the team he was put on.
Could be.
I think he got a little bit demotivated. Maybe being on a team where he jives together better, he could become motivated to practice more. So, I mean, to be honest, I think right now I'm going to... it's tough. It's really tough.
I would put him at 15 for now, and then we can look into
Yeah.
further.
I don't know. I think he could fairly, like, place above Greg and Frank right now. Like, I think
Probably,
there's a line that I think Zekro will draw, and he'll be like, okay, I'm not losing to these people.
Yeah.
I think he'll be motivated to.
I think he can grind to be more, but right now, yeah.
I think he could break into top 10 if he unlocks like what we saw at the end of last season.
There is a lot of people that can break into top 10
I
if
know.
they unlock the true potential. That's the funny
Easily.
thing.
I know it's tough. It's gonna be a crazy season.
Oh yeah.
We'll see. Crispy. Oh my god. Crispy, in the past like 2 weeks, I have seen Crispy absolutely pop off at times. Just I think it was in Boat Labs one night we stayed up like all night long and he got like 20 of the diamond medals in one night. On even the difficult tracks. He did it on the easy tracks, he did it on the difficult tracks, and he was doing them fast. It really only took him like 3.5, 4 hours to get all the diamond medals. And then racing in the blind attack race, he ended up like placing top like 8th or something like that, with the cracked results, of course. But like He was able to place ahead of Rocket, actually. So, I mean, like, Crispy is... When he tries... Like, I think we've never really seen Crispy try. I don't think.
No.
And I
Been
honestly
playing
think
him,
he's
like-
going to continue to not try. So, I think he's going to continue to be there for content. Crispy is one that I see sticking with Crusaders, personally. I think he'd probably be there for the memes. I mean, if he like actually decides that he wants to race in FC1, it's totally up to him. But it will be tough. I will have to see how things shake out. Because, I mean, when, like, generally, like, the normal Crispy sort of, the normal Crispy, the way he normally performs, I would see him placing, right here-ish.
Yeah, around, probably.
You think that's fair, Nido?
Crispy is really a figure for himself. Like, he doesn't truly race ever. Like, I don't think
Maybe
I've
more
ever
fair
seen him
than-
really serious.
No, me neither.
That's why it's so
Especially not
hard to
FC1.
place him. It's so difficult. Because, like, he could
Exactly.
easily be, like, he could probably easily be, like, and honestly, if he tried, he could probably be another contender for, like, top 10. But it really depends on where he's going to, like, if he's going to try or not. And it also depends on which team he ends up sticking with and how, you know, the team shake down. Oh, so, I mean, it's really tough to try to put him somewhere.
I would put him 16 to 21, somewhere in the middle of that pack, because
Yeah.
he definitely has the skill to do so. But will he grind to do so?
That
Will
it's
he care
it's
enough
really
to do
up
so?
to Crispy, depending, like, wherever Crispy lands is really up to him, up until about
Oh, yeah.
maybe like top 5, but
Yeah, probably max top 5.
yeah, or yeah, max. He, like, I think we could see him like max maybe.
He could be like midfielder, like
Yeah, he could be
8,
upper midfielder
7.
if he decides to try. Absolutely, but it's really up to him. Oh, this guy.
Oh.
Oh man, like.
Different breed, you know.
This is tough. We're gonna have to
Yeah,
start
once
moving
he-
people
once-
around.
Once
Like,
Piggle cares, like, there's
honestly,
No going back.
at the end of last season, I made a tier list of like all the drivers and whatnot, and I put Piggle like the top of A under Makuzen, because I said Piggle reminds me of Makuzen. How little he practices and how well he performs and just how like menacing he is. My goodness gracious me, Piggle is a force
He's a
to be
beast.
reckoned with. Absolutely, extremely skilled. Man, it's really tough putting people above each other up here. That's really tough. I think Piggle definitely deserves, like, if Piggle shows up to the race, he has skill to get into the top 5. Absolutely.
oh easily.
Yeah. Oh.
Man. It's really tough to put him somewhere. I don't know exactly where he belongs, though, in this
Like,
lineup.
let's assume, as we have been so far, purely by skill, he is definitely second or third,
Yeah.
if not first. Like, if not
I was
champion.
gonna say,
If
why
not
not
first, like, genuinely, he's up here.
Like, I would even put him as driver championship contender purely by skill. Will not
Yeah.
take into consideration that he doesn't give a fuck.
Yeah. It's really tough putting him up here, especially because we've not really seen him do much lately. Oops.
Yeah.
That's also creating a.
Like, I don't know how
Shoot.
much he yearns for competitiveness. That's the thing.
Yeah.
Like, he has the skill, but I don't know how much he wants to be really competitive.
Yeah. I think I'll put. That's really.
You
It's
know-
really
you know
hard.
what they
I think
say,
I'll put
if he
him. I think I'll
wanted
just put
to,
him here
he
for
would.
now. Yeah. Exactly. I think I'll put Piggle right there for now. I think that's fair. it like I said, it's really tough to rate like these top racers. We'll have to see how the season shakes down.
So close to each other as well.
Jamodi, I could see J Modi. Honestly, J Modi's skill level is probably around here.
Yeah, fighting for top 15 is probably his.
Even right here.
His current spot.
Yeah, like I'd say he's somewhere around this area currently.
Yeah, he's fighting for that spot.
Yes. I think it'd be fair to put him possibly right here. I'm not sure. It's probably not going to make much of a difference. We're going to have to kick down a few of these people after we start rating more of these people. But, yeah, we haven't seen J Modi do too much. So, I mean, it really depends on how the teams shake down as well.
Yeah.
If he wants to race an FC1 or if he's fine with staying with Crusaders, up to him.
Yep.
Yeah, but I mean, we'll see. I think he definitely has the skill to be around this area right now.
Most definitely.
Delta's big meme. I think Delta down,
He
just
is
a meme.
just
down
a
here.
meme.
Down here. Greg, wait. No. Oh, shoot. This is Ralph, sorry. Ralph is my name. Wrong name. So, Ralph... Ooh. I haven't really seen Ralph do much, personally. Do you have any... Do y'all have any input?
Wait, let me see the team that Ralph is in, though. That's gonna be a factor.
He's fighting with Zervius, JP, and
yes,
Crucero.
Like, Ralph may learn, but I don't believe... Like,
I think this is probably a fair...
I think will make appearances is decent, yeah.
Yeah,
Yep.
I think they're probably top of this, bottom of this tier. We'll see how Ralph continues to develop over the season, because I haven't really talked to Ralph since like last year personally, and I haven't seen them race a lot, so we will have to see. Oinked. This is interesting. Oinked is interesting. He's been around the community a lot since he's joined. I've talked with him like a really lot, so in terms of skill level, Oinked is probably around here for now, but I see Oinked as one of the people who will improve and probably end up in this area of skill.
Yeah.
Maybe possibly even higher if he pops off.
Oinked is a really fast learner.
Yes.
Like, seeing from BWC, like, results and grind. He learns fast and adapts to like use that knowledge pretty quickly.
Mm-hmm.
And I can't wait to see like him in FC1 and more in BWC.
Yes.
He reminds me like a lot of Soda. Soda was in the beginning when he needed to adapt to like
Driving
blue
an
ice and
ice
stuff.
boat. Yeah.
Yeah, driving tracks that are, with all due respect, actually good.
Mm-hmm.
He had also like a quick learning curve. Oink reminds me a lot like about that.
Yeah. So I mean, like, I kind of want to rate him down in appearances right now, but like he definitely had like. I think this is not accurate for where we'll be seeing him by the end of the season. I could see him moving up pretty quickly.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Stinky sucks.
Stinky himself.
Stinky himself. Stinky really hasn't been racing a whole lot lately.
Yeah.
How will they do in the FC1 season? I'm not really sure. Cause
what team is he on again? Because that determines my answer.
Pitbull. So he's on the super
Will
stack
make
team.
appearances, yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
Yeah.
like, I could see one of these people misses. Stinky could easily fill in for
Yeah,
them.
he needs to wait for vacations and stuff to get in such a team. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, because everybody else in that team is like way up here. So
Oh yeah.
I think Stinky absolutely has like the most experience out of anybody in this list, and probably the highest skill level in this tier. If he raced every single race, I'm not really sure where to put him, just because he hasn't raced for such a long
but
time.
Probably
It's tough
will
to
make an
rate him.
appearance.
Yeah.
If he raced, I think he would be the one to fight for top 15 as well.
Hmm.
Just cause the skill level has risen so
Yes, so
rapidly.
drastically much. So
Yeah,
it's hard to
it's way
rate these
higher.
old racers in the new fields without them actually racing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just Esperance, I believe, is who this is.
He looks like Renault.
I know, it kind of does look like Renault. I'm pretty sure that's just Esperance. 1 second.
It may
Actually,
be.
I can literally just... Yeah, it's just Esperance.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
just Esperance, I've raced with a really little bit. I haven't raced enough to accurately rate them. I know them well enough to know that they're they're probably either in one of these 2 tiers. I don't really know where they go though. It may be right here, because Just Esperance is also in the team with Stinky, so.
Oh, so on a stack team.
I think they're
basically.
like, we may see Just break into FC1.
Mm.
I think they'll probably be an FC2 main.
Yeah, I think they'll be fighting with Stinky for that like spot when some of those go to vacation. We
Yep.
know Noah likes to go on long vacations, so
Yup.
Stinky and Esper might get their chance to fight for the spot.
Yeah. Yeah, we will have to see. I don't really know just as well enough to accurately rate them. I do know I just did a BRWC race and Just was in there. I think he was teaming with Noah, and he kind of felt like a back marker, but he didn't feel like a back marker on the level of some of these of like Walta.
I think if he cared enough to put in effort, he could be
kick out Stinky.
like he could be like get into FC1, but he'll be bottom of the pack in my honest opinion.
Yeah.
But yeah, he'll make appearances.
You think so? Okay.
Yeah.
I'll put him up next to Stinky then, because they'll be fighting. Okay.
Because it depends how Stinky would like feel about FC1.
Yep. All right. I'll be excited to learn more about Just as the season goes on. All right, Kermanite.
FC2.
Yeah. Unfortunately.
Like straight up.
Yeah. Unfortunately, Kerm has the unfortunate, notorious habit to just quit races, which is really bad for competitiveness.
Like that's I see a repeat of Harrigan mentality in Kermanite.
Which is
like exactly the same habit, but Harrigan like quits immediately, and Kerm is quitting mid race.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Exact same.
And
mentality.
I don't think team captains are gonna choose that. So I mean, maybe if they grind out hard in FC2 and prove themselves to be worthy, they will get chosen. They're also on the stack team as well, so that's a tough reality.
Yeah, FC2.
But
definitely.
Stuff can shake up, so we'll see. I think that's good for now. Birtelj, I believe that's how you say his name. Birtje. There you go.
Hello, Rena.
Hello. We're making a tier list right now. Tier list video.
Oh.
Want to join?
Sure.
Yes. This is what we've got so far.
Okay.
Birtje.
He has the skill for bottom of the pack, in my opinion. No, not more than that, but I think he can appear in FC1. I don't know which team he is on.
The stacked one.
The stacked one?
That's tough. I think maybe it's fair to put him down here for now. I don't know. I think Beer. I mean, look at it though. It's really hard to rate these top people. Like rate them above one another. It's tough. But anyways, I don't know. Beer was was the person with the most hours in on last off-season quali. Like the most hours in out of anybody, which is crazy. And I think that grind mentality and the show up and sort of, the show up mentality might actually help them if they choose to do it. Yeah. I mean, you also have to put those hours to actual use. So it's more effective
Yeah.
to practice less hours and more effectively than it is to practice more hours, just sort of brain dead driving. And I'm really guilty of that, doing that myself. I'm trying to fix that. But we will see where Beer ends up placing. I think Beer is probably around here for now. Possibly up here in the skill level. But I guess we'll just leave him there. Yeah, I'll be interested to see how they develop too.
Love how you guys put Walter dead last in FC2 drivers.
No. Walter's like, we put him all the way up here, and then we were like, okay, we got to
Walter is a
serious
hidden
though.
champion, Jolly. He's the surprise.
Yes,
Yeah,
exactly.
But yeah, you guys put him so low. What the hell, man? He should be
So,
like above.
listen.
Make his
Listen,
own
listen.
Walter tier.
No. Walter is just a hidden surprise that we need to like perceive as last, and then he pops off and surprises everybody.
Yeah, right. Makuzen, and then Walter. This is the actual tier list.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Oh my goodness.
Oh, Nindo.
All right.
Check this out.
Hmm?
Booyah.
All right. So
What?
moving on to Laser.
What'd you
Laser's an interesting
Ugh.
person to rate. It's
Alright.
kind of tough,
So-
to be honest. Like, I think Laser definitely deserves to be at this tier, at the minimum.
I would put him higher. Like,
Yep.
if with the right mentality, he's top 10. But we've seen his mentality unfortunately sink a lot more often than not.
Mm-hmm.
Just because he felt overwhelmed by the new drivers and the new skill level.
Right.
I don't know if he's gotten over that. We can only see that like when the races come.
Right.
But yeah,
It
so
won't.
fortunate.
It'll never go past him. Like, in reality, it's forced upon him. Like, it's unavoidable in his case. And he will probably maintain that mentality if, and only if, he keeps seeing himself as such.
I think what
Mhm.
probably could help Laser, it's tough because it's kind of like an acceptance stage, but like just let go of like this area and try to genuinely fight for every position here. If he sticks with the mentality, like, you know, if I'm not, you know, way up here, then I'm nothing. That's honestly going to hurt him more than, okay, I'm going to try to fight for top 10 as hard as I can. This will probably benefit
Right.
him more.
That was Reno on boat laps. Dang it, I could have had you over here. Why would you protest?
Oh, I can come here.
Let's go.
Yeah.
But definitely Laser is a top 10 contender. It just depends on his mentality.
Take the normal route.
Yeah. Also, Jolly, we're making the tier list video.
Oh,
We're making like a collaborative tier list video.
Gotcha.
Yeah. All right.
So what you're saying is, why am I not included?
Cause you're not signed up. Right here. I literally was doing this by myself, and then sjonnie was in here, and I was like, all right, we'll do it featuring sjonnie, and then Nido joined, and then Reno joined, and then you joined. Now we're having a
Okay, so what
tier
you're saying
list
is
party.
I need to put myself
On a team.
Yes.
That we only did everybody who was on a team, minus Nido, because he asked not to be. Yeah. So anyways, we're getting there. Evil scientist. Evil's really interesting because
P14.
P14. There we go, right there.
P14, no doubt.
for sure.
No doubt.
P14,
He
absolutely.
needs to be
Too
P14.
easy. We gotta adjust these layers because
Yeah.
we're starting to kick people out now. P14. Honestly, like-
there's no debate. There's no debate, Lapis. P14.
no. I want to give an analysis that might benefit her. Cause like, she has proven to do really, really good in terms of qualification in the past. And then she loses everything during the race, usually. I'm not quite sure. Like, it would be interesting to watch her race point of view and analyze it. But like that was kind of the same thing I noticed about Fantasy right before Fantasy started popping off, was that he was qualifying high and finishing low. And then I actually helped him with fixing his computer, and he got better frame rate and farther render distance, and it helped him out a really lot. And then he started really popping off. Some like the skill, the talent is absolutely there. The fact that she can qualify high is like a really big signal that she has the skill to do really well. It might just be, I don't know if it's she gets I don't know if it's like she has to calm down during the races, or she just has to work on not making mistakes and improving her base race pace. That's kind of a cool thing to say. But I don't know. Well, like she's absolutely proven that she has the skill to place very high. We'll have to see where she ends up. But yeah, P14 for the memes. Ozone last year was finished P3, edged out Gustav for P3. And I think
Laser.
Ozone, yeah, I think that's honestly a good place to put him. Yeah, I think that's where I'll have to keep him for now. Ozone is like probably he's pretty consistent. He's actually also the only one to show up for all races last year. Like, he was the only person who showed up for every single race. He showed up even more than like Adam. And so he's super consistent. He shows up and he does all right, you know. It'll be interesting to see how he shakes down now that he's on Ava Pop as well. I could see this team going kind of far as well. Yeah, I know. Exactly. I could see
all of the manual cam users in this community that are good are in one team.
Yeah, I could honestly see the team of Evil Laser and Ozone working. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how it works.
It's not working.
You don't think so?
I don't think it'll work.
No. I guess we'll have to see.
I see possibly one of them getting benched because of Ultra.
Right, Ultra's...
Oh, yeah.
Oh, shoot, we rated Ultra higher than everybody else on this team. Dang.
Just realized.
Well, we rated Ultra a long time ago. I could see these four creating a decent, solid team. We will have to see how Alpha Pop develops. I'll be excited to see how it goes. Because I think, like, noobs are really not going to be able to walk on to Alpha Pop. And qualify over these racers.
Yeah, but I think your main three, one of them is going to get benched.
And that's tough. So
it's going to be someone between Evil and Laser.
I think that's fair.
You don't think Ozone can get benched?
I don't think Ozone will get benched. I think Ozone is better off than Laser and Evil.
Yeah. We'll have to see what the strategy call is there. Yeah. Anyways, El Saco de Papas. El Saco, in terms of skill, is actually pretty consistently like high.
I would put him just below Noah. Yeah.
I think that's a fair place to put him. That's where I was actually thinking too. Damn, we haven't even. Damn, this is gonna get tough here in a minute. We're gonna have to start kicking some people down because like right now all of these are filled up. Xander Azul
will make appearances in FC1. Won't be consistent.
Yep.
Like
I could see, especially on the team that they're on right now. I could see these four.
Maybe not BBQ, but I mean, like in terms of Xander Azul, it's not because of his skill level, but because of his activity that will come to bite.
You think?
Yeah.
We have been rating these on like perceived skill level, because it's tough. That's why we put like Crucero all the way up here, and even why we put Soda on top as well, because they both have issues with FC1 times and time zones. So, but I think skill wise they deserve to be up here. Xander Zool, probably yeah. Maybe even, you know, they fall somewhere along this. They fall somewhere in here. I haven't really seen Zervius race a lot enough, so I mean,
No,
I think they
Zervius, yeah, no,
solid
down.
right there.
Will.
Yeah, that's fair. Killer Lol 420.
You're gonna be in like just behind Ozone at least.
You think all the way up here? Oh,
I'm saying
shoot.
just behind at least.
Yep. At least. Dang.
Like that means you
Killer
could
is
go even
weird.
lower.
Yeah, so
Like-
I mean, shoot. That means we're after.
Killer is really good. I don't think he's like that good, like to compete
Mhm.
with Laser and JP and stuff and the gang.
But I mean, he's guaranteed in. Like he's guaranteed a seat.
Yes. Currently, as
Like,
the
I
team
would
shakes
put him
down,
behind Zeko.
absolutely.
Yeah.
I think that's all right. Yeah. Behind
Like
Zeko's
16,
technically down
yeah.
here. Dang, we gotta kick Mariana out. Rip.
I mean, to be fair,
I mean, Mariana is
Does
in a
she-
team, but she will not race.
Mm-hmm.
So
well,
it's
she
fair
she
to-
still has a shot at racing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think so. I think
Like-
she absolutely skill wise, she's there.
She's
she
not-
she could race comfortably in
Yeah.
FC1.
And
Yeah.
especially now that she's with a team that
Yes.
like where we can actually help her out.
Mm-hmm. Yes, I
Definitely
hope the teams work
more-
out well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay, now
At least
thi-
McClure can show.
yes, this frick right here. Damn.
Probably, yeah. FC2, probably.
Yeah.
Maybe even lower.
Maybe above. Maybe no, not above. Not
We
above
even just
Volta.
talked
Not above Volta.
To be honest-
shoot.
I would put Lapis ahead of Rocket. Rocket, I would move down because Crispy's going to be stringent on the bet with
Yeah.
Rocket.
I think
I would
so.
put Rocket
we
even
did
lower.
take that. I don't know. I
Rocket
thought
is only-
I thought Rocket with no practice has also impressed me, and I think if he adopts the correct mentality, I think he could genuinely
does.
be top 5 contender even with no practice. Not well, okay, maybe not no practice, but less practice than he has been putting in.
Mhm.
I've seen like in open time trials, he can get really fast times really fast. So I think he has the skill to. We'll just have to see how the season shakes down. And Evil's no longer in 14. We need to put her back in P14. There we go.
Sorry, Blue. Rip.
Yeah.
Oh, Gustav. This is the last
Gustav.
tough person to rate.
Gustav, I would put just below Reno.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like the thing is, Gustav, like he has his moments where he can exceed Reno, and he has his moments where he's behind Reno.
Yeah.
It's just that Reno's way more consistent than Gustav.
Hmm. That's pretty. Yeah, that's pretty tough. I don't know, Reno. Are you taking this season seriously or not? Kidding.
I cannot say yet.
Yeah.
I can take the first half of it seriously.
It's oh
Oh
shoot.
God.
But
It's
when
really
summer,
tough.
Summer comes along, I cannot say.
Yeah. Gonna have to pull this move here.
Well, at school he's gonna take it seriously, but while there's no school, no, then he becomes less serious.
Yeah.
That's the mentality.
See, the issue is, I feel like everybody in this top 10 is pretty like at least maybe not top 10. I don't
You know, it's gonna be funny. We
don't
come
know.
to find out that like Osaka wins the entire thing.
I was gonna say,
swear.
like, that's what I was just about to say. Like, I feel like everybody in this top 10 could be title contenders. Depends.
don't
It
know
if you-
really
I don't-
depends.
I don't see. Well, no, I could contend for it. I just don't see him getting. it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like, if all of a sudden he improves and he starts placing like 2 places higher than what he normally places, like, oh my
I
gosh,
don't
all of
know.
a sudden now he's like podium every single race, you know?
No, no, it's too much of a meme to not.
Yeah. I don't know, like this top 10 is dirty. This top 10 is like it's really tough to put people over each other cuz like everybody's very close.
I'm also more intrigued to find Piggle above Reno here.
I mean Piggle when he tries, he is
Oh, yeah.
one of the most like, and we're doing this based off from like skill level, perceived skill level. We're not taking into a fact that some people are going to be missing certain things more, or they might, have to be out
That's
certain
completely
races.
fair.
Yeah, we're trying to do this only based on skill, and I mean, Piggle, like it's really hard rating these top 3 people for me. Like these are all like people that whenever I race against these racers, I'm always like, damn, this is going to be a hard race. This is going to be a really hard race. And honestly, like everybody else here is also, I don't ever overlook them.
Mhm.
But yeah, I'll be really excited to see. I think this is a very strong field right here. Holy.
Yeah.
Now we have to figure out who these people are. I don't even know who these people are. They're
one on the
on
right is
oh,
Rogue.
On's hut. So this is Rogue.
Yeah.
I thought it was Rogue. Okay, and is this On's huts? Possibly.
Onset's based on that team. They actually might do better than Zervius.
Yes, it is. Okay.
I would at least put him above Zervius,
Yeah.
at the very
Okay.
least.
I don't really know. I haven't really seen a lot of these lower people race enough to accurately sort of rate them. Rogue. Where team's Rogue on? Rogue is on Alpha Pop. Oh, that's tough.
He'll make some FC1 appearances.
I think so. I think Rogue will
like-
make some solid FC1 appearances too.
Actually, you know what'd be funny? Is if Rogue and Ultra out-qualify the main 3 that we still think who's going to qualify in.
Actually,
swear.
we're going to see Rogue, Ultra, and Walta.
And oh yeah, Walta.
Straight up Walta as the 3 Alpha Pop drivers. That would be so funny.
Walter on top.
I know.
I do think Walta can still, like, if he gets a better machine,
Oh
that
my
would help
gosh.
him
Yeah.
in the long run.
Yeah.
Holy.
Honestly, I can't do Walta that dirty. I don't know. He's down here. Maybe I'll put him above Delta just because Delta's gonna be focused more on like, I don't know. That's not fair to Delta.
Fucking around.
Yeah.
Maybe this. That'd be better.
That was just meme.
Mm-hmm. All right. So I like this list pretty well. It is tough to put certain people above other people.
Yep.
And a lot of the final positions is going to be very dependent on who pops off and who doesn't. Like, who shows up, who is able to show up, who doesn't lag, who, like, has a better day and gets, like, 2 or 3 positions higher than they thought they would have. That's going to make a big difference. So I think really the key over the season is to consistently... I think the key is always consistency.
Oh yeah.
And so, yeah.
I mean, consistency. Maybe not actually. It's a weird thing to think
Yeah.
about.
It's
With,
also the way that like the point system for FC1 is, it's such a high scale. Like it rewards people for placing higher.
Yeah.
So the more you go, the better you do on a single, like if somebody places 4th and 4th and somebody places 5th and 3rd, the 5th and 3rd person's going to do better because they placed higher, you know. So like it really rewards the people who are able to like score higher even at the cost of consistency. But I think in terms of like when I say consistency, it's not necessarily placing the same every time. It's consistently placing high. Because I think that's what it's going to take to win the season. Also, you're going to have to win a few races if you want to win the season. You just have to. Yeah. All right. I like that list. That's about it.
That's good.
Yeah.